This is the second time that I've ever given this warning. This is a word to the wise. This is a hardcore gimmick to make. It's a pretty extreme process that you have to go through, just like the Sharpie through card. So please bear that in mind when you come to learn today's gimmick. But welcome back to another Tutorial Tuesday. My name's Lloyd. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to take any two playing cards, like two jacks, two aces, two jokers, two twos, not like a ballet dancer, any two cards that you like, and instantly and visually transform them into a playing card box. And you can use that gimmick to enhance any routine that you like. But as always, if you would like to win the very gimmick that we make in today's video, then all you need to do is make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, ping the notification bell, and comment something down below, and I will pick a winner by next Tutorial Tuesday video to ship this gimmick for free to you anywhere you are in the world. And the official countdown starts now. 21 days today. That's exactly 3 weeks until I launch my membership over on Patreon. You've all been asking to teach my absolute best kept secrets, the best tricks that I've created through my entire career in Magic, but the ones that I've never ever taught anywhere before. The stuff that is way too good to go out for free on YouTube. So I've been putting it together at your request, and it drops in 21 days. So pay close attention to the channel and listen out for when I launch the membership. And if you want to see a little sneak peek of the intro, here it is. Enough yapping, let's get to crafting. Oh, that was too cheesy. That was terrible. The first thing you need to do is peel the face off this playing card, and hopefully the first two layers. So to do that, you break the corner. So you have this. You want to straighten it back out best you can. You can discard of this. And now I'm going to cut out the face of a card box. And now we're going to attach this to that. Okay, so you can use double stick tape or rubber cement, anything you like. I'm just going to use double stick tape for now because it's faster. Once you've covered that in double stick tape, you're going to attach it to the card box that we've just cut out. So try and get it centered best that you can. And now you're going to want to cut away the excess edges. And there you have it. You now have a double back face card box. Next, take the regular card and you're going to place these two cards face to face, turn everything over, and you're going to make two holes at the top and bottom of the angels' heads. And one here. And now you're going to take some invisible elastic thread. There's a link in the description below. And you're going to feed it through the holes and tie a knot. And you're going to want to tie a knot on the side that's showing the playing card, just because this is never going to be in view anyway. Trim off any loose ends that you have. Be careful not to cut off them. And we're nearly there. Remember, don't stretch the elastic too much too quick or it'll snap. That's the first half. Now we got the edges to go. From the card box that you cut out, take one of the side pieces, the matching side, and trim off the ends, just like this. And now, using some magic tape, you're going to fix this to the underside of the card. Imagine this is the orientation you want it to be. Turn everything over and fix it to the underside of the cards, just like this. Okay, just like that. And we're going to want to make sure it can fold. We are going to need to trim off excess edges. We can do that later on. And the same with this piece. We also need to fix this to the card as well. Okay, and again, we can show it to fold it in on itself like this. And we'll take one final side and stick it to this side. Remembering to fold it back on itself. Okay, so this is essentially the box right here. Now we need to add thread into these holes in the corners. What you can do is make a hole here, 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 and here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to tie the knots on the outside. So don't thread it so that you can tie it on the inside. Thread it so it ties on the outside. So we'll thread through this hole through to here. Bring the thread so that these corners come together and then tie the knot tight. Snip off any excess. And the same for this side. And there you have your gimmick. You may need to trim off any edges that are visible, but essentially this is it. Now let's learn how to perform in it. This is your gimmick, and it's pretty self-working to activate the gimmick, but there is one small detail that I think is important to make it work better. The way you set it up is this. I fold the sides in first, and then I fold the top over. But notice that I'm not flipping it over like this. It comes around the card. And finally, I flip this down. And the reason is this. When it all flips back into place, sometimes this lid will want to stay like that. And that kind of kills the illusion, right? So you want it to be fully extended. But if you fold this around and finally, the last thing you do is this. When this piece flips over, it forces this front edge to open mechanically. It has to extend all the way out. So just by the very nature of this part flipping, it forces this to flip down, which then creates the illusion better. And if the side pieces haven't fully extended out, because you're facing front on, you can just simply manipulate them with your fingers, but it's much harder to see than if this was still tucked in. All right. So set it up by flipping these in first, turn the top piece around, and then finally the front edge flaps over like an envelope. And now it's just about the handling. So like you would do with holding a pair of sandwich cards in this overhand biddle grip, you can place your hand at the front, and that stops anything exposing at the front. And also it stops the side accidentally exposing if it does. All right. And if you were to simply just let it go, this would want to flip over upside down. But you don't want that to happen. You want this piece to flip over. So all I do is I add some downward force, and that will cause wind to force this piece over. So the wind is going to force that over. And the way that works is literally self-working. It just does this, okay? The other way of doing it is to set it all up into position, okay? And then you can grip right here. So not on there, because that'll stop anything from happening. Not here, but right here. And now when you fan it, it'll cause wind to go underneath and expand everything. And it also helps like whip it open faster. Ready? So look. The issue is your thumb will be stuck under the gimmick. So that's why I place my hand under and I can place it down on my hand. And it'll move that thumb out of the way. All right, so one more time for that one. You hold here. Now you'll notice I'm gripping everything. So my finger is touching this and it's touching that to hold it in place. But then as I do the move, I just open my hand out. Okay, so I go from here and then flip. And now you can see I'm manipulating the side pieces into position if they don't extend. I've been using this gimmick a lot for the video, so that's why mine's a bit worn. The other way of doing it is this. Is you set everything up and you can hold it up at like your chest height or parallel with the floor. All right, and again, this time, placing my thumb at the back, I can then whip it out that way and release. And this works the same if you're putting it onto a table or other things. And now you can do a few things in terms of routines for magic effects. So one thing you can do is take a duplicate card, place it inside the gimmick, fold everything up and get it ready to be activated, and say these 2 jacks are going to help me find your card. Flick out the gimmick like this and say, oh no, they've become the box. I guess that means one thing. I'm going to open up the box, and as you do that, you're going to then pull out their card seemingly from inside the box. Of course, this would be a duplicate card. So this is like a card to box, but they don't see it come. The other thing you can do, if you've seen last week's Tutorial Tuesday, then you'll know that we made a gimmick to make the box vanish. All right, so instead of appear, it's going to vanish. What you can do is have the same gimmick, and you can go and learn how to make this in the link on the screen above somewhere. But if you make the gimmick out of 2 jacks, then this time you can set this up here and get this gimmick ready. You can make this box vanish and become 2 jacks and make this one appear. So if I set everything up, which is quite tricky, 2 jacks, a card box, watch as they instantly transpose. And you can just get creative. You can come up with as many different things as you want. The last final thing I can say is that if you have a deck, okay, so say you have it in your back pocket, you can make the card box appear. So you say, watch as the 2 jacks become a card box. Look, as you bring the attention over, I can reach into my back pocket, place the deck into Gambler's Cop. So I can say, look, it's a real card box. And now I can come over and secretly load the deck into the box. All right. Open up and show there's a deck inside, and then pull the deck seemingly from the box without dropping everything on the floor. And what you can do then is just literally go straight to your pocket, straight to your back pocket, where you could have a real box to switch in. Okay? I hope that gimmick build wasn't too daunting for you. Like I said, if you'd rather just win the gimmick and have it shipped to you wherever you are in the world, then make sure you subscribe to the channel, ping that notification bell, and comment something down below, and I'll pick a winner by next Tutorial Tuesday video. So today's video, we just covered how to make it, how to basically use it in a few applications. In the future though, like in my membership on Patreon, which launches on November the 1st, I will do a much deeper dive into all the creative ways that I think you could use this to really up the ante with your magic. And it seems that thousands of you watch these videos, but not all of you are subscribed to the channel. So even if you don't want to win the gimmick, please consider subscribing. And if you really don't enjoy the content, you can easily unsubscribe anytime you like. But that's all from me today, folks. I will see you again next Tuesday for another Tutorial Tuesday, but I'll see you before then on Thursday's episode of Fooler and live on Sunday for the live Sunday service. See you very, very soon. See you very, very soon. Peace.